Good morning, folks. We are back from VidCon and we're ready to take any question you have about your channel. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody, welcome to the vidIQ Thursday live stream, which is Q&A time. If you have a question, there is a form in the video description. If you click it, fill it out, we will do our best to answer it over the next hour. If you're new to vidIQ, we have a YouTube tool and channel that aims to educate you on your YouTube journey. We have a Chrome extension that is free to download and it will help you grow your channel. And this YouTube channel gives you tips and tricks on a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I got my days mixed up there, but that's the kind of thing we roll with on a Thursday. As I welcome in my guest with the best and the host of the most, it is Travis in the house today. Travis, say hello to our wonderful audience. How are you today?
I am fine. I am so tired from VidCon. What an amazing time and what an amazing opportunity to meet so many creators. So excited to be back and love to see the live stream. How everyone doing?
Oh yeah, and we're going to say hello to the following people here on the live stream. That are our wonderful moderators. Magdalena Helena is in the house. Vape Underground, Happenstance Furniture and Sundries, Artist Heaven. That is the longest username I've been able to read out so far. Techlin, Minecraft Mode, Drawing for Beginners. Gordon Ramsay is in the house. If you want to give us any recipes, do let us know, but please do not swear. Ethan Savage is in the house. That's an interesting username considering what we're looking at today. Ben B Gamer TV, and also Travis, who are we saying hello to here?
Choco Hate Cake, of course, is always in the house. Gaming Time, Golden Gear, Match Point, Sci-Pi, Vape Underground, We Gamer, This Bites for You is here, moderating as always. Triton and Varun and all the people are here. It's really great to see all of you. I missed all of you, so I'm super excited.
Absolutely. We've been kind of taking a bit of a break with VidCon here, and it's like nice to get into this more relaxed atmosphere that we always have on a Thursday, where we just shoot the breeze a little bit. We want to take your questions, help you with your channel, vidIQ or YouTube in general. So do click on that link, fill out the questions. We're going to be answering them very soon. But I also just want to mention that later on, we may have a very special guest in the house who's really looking forward to coming onto the channel and giving you what I might describe as an alternative perspective to the way you run your channels and answering your questions. But we'll leave that as a little bit of a teaser for now. In the meantime, Travis, let's get straight on with the questions. And I'm going to look at the first one here that is from Manual Games YT from US California. And they ask, how can I show people that my channel is not like the others? I guess differentiating yourself in the YouTube universe. And I guess my general answer would be to you is that is essentially the genesis of a YouTube channel. How do you make yourself differentiate yourself from the crowd? Because there's a common question that's always asked by viewers is, what am I watching? And it might be gaming, it might be wrestling, it might be sports. But a second crucial question is, why should I be watching you? And that's how you differentiate yourself. So if you're doing tutorials, maybe you've got a different approach to it. You go into much more depth, or you include some like comedy in there. Like I know Travis, your tech channel sort of introduces a bit of comedy to try and differentiate themselves from other channels. Here at vidIQ, we're not only educational, but we also look at like YouTube stories as well on data to try and give ourselves a little bit of a cutting edge in the area. Travis, what are your thoughts here on like becoming a unique YouTuber?
Yeah, I think the one thing that everyone here in chat has that no one else has is their personality, is their unique take on everything. So what I did when I first came into YouTube, looking at the tech niche, I found that a lot of people were doing beautiful B-roll and all these cool things. And what I decided was I wanted to look at taking another look at it. Like, I don't want to do the beautiful B-roll where there's everyone and their mother is trying to do it. I want to do something interesting. And there was only a couple people doing humor, so I did that. So look in your niche and see what like a lot of people are doing and see what a few people are doing and see if your personality fits into that kind of fewer niche. And you might be surprised at how quickly you can grow.
I think you're asking exactly the right question there. So establish that as soon as you can with your channel. All right, Travis, have we got another question lined up here from our beautiful audience?
I do. From Le Theorist, it's French. They're from France. Do likes and dislikes affect if the video will be recommended to people? In another way, do dislikes give the video a penalty? This is a great question, and I've heard it stated multiple ways, but I've seen something that kind of gives me a definitive answer, which is dislikes don't seem to penalize a video specifically. Of course, one of the most disliked videos in all of YouTube was by YouTube and had very many millions of views. And even to my my channel, I can say that a lot of the ones that have almost 50-50 likes, dislikes are some of the most viewed on my channel. What I think it does, and Rob, if you've heard different, please correct me, is that when you hit dislike, that you won't see more videos like that. At least that's the way I understand it, that person should not see more of. And if you think about it, that actually makes sense. But I've not seen a penalty on a video that gets a lot of dislikes.
Interesting. So the thought process is here is that it's affecting more your YouTube recommendations than the search and discovery algorithm. I will tell you one thing. We've on vidIQ had a couple of videos that have had considerably negative opinions. One in particular was what is wrong with Jack Black's channel. That got a lot of YouTube hate, but it still did relatively well in terms of views for our channel. And we also have a video about how to download a YouTube video, and that is getting a significant number of views. It's at the top of the search rankings, but it's at 50-50 likes and dislikes because people are misinterpreting the context of the video. And I actually think they're doing a case study on this, but it's getting a lot of dislikes, about 50-50, but it's still being recommended by YouTube. So the evidence seems to suggest that that doesn't necessarily have an impact on a video's potential performance, and maybe it's just more engagements overall that's better for the channel. But I would say we're talking like a percentage point, a minuscule amount of how it affects the video's performance in general. YouTube keep telling us it's click-through rate and watch time, so those are the things that you want to be concentrating on most. Thank you for the question there. Atomic Frags from the US asks, how to pick the right keywords as a completely new channel. Interesting one here. And I think to answer that question generally, to start to make an impact on YouTube, unless you are very, very successful and very good at the content that you produce, the chances are you're going to be discovered in the first instance through search and suggested, especially for gaming, especially for educational how-to content. So the simple answer is, do the research. Have a look at your genre, what you're going to be, your topic you're going to be jumping into, and see what the big titles are being used by the channels that are ranking highly. But then you want to try and niche down as much as possible. For example, if we look at Apex Legends as a game, top tips for Apex Legends, probably too broad. Top weapons for Apex Legends, too broad. But then if you start to niche down into something like how to increase your frames per second on Apex Legends Season 7 or whatever, it's a really niching down, then you'll start to see other channels of a smaller size that are having a breakthrough in those areas. I think like we were auditing a channel on Tuesday for Fortnite, and it was all to do with Fortnite glitches. So that's all they focus on, and they built out a little niche there. You know, a channel with about 5,000 subscribers doing really well. Now I'm assuming your channel's gaming because of the channel name. I might be wrong. Travis, any more thoughts there, like just how you would start the research?
I think you really hit the nail on the head. To be honest, that is one of the most important things to ensure success on a new channel is research. So spend all that time before you launch your first video, kind of understanding what is needed, what is desired out in the YouTube space, and what you can provide as value. Because if you can't provide the value, then growth is going to be very slow. And
one final thing. Check out Leron's webinar on a Wednesday, because he goes essentially from start to finish about how you should create video content, and he dedicates the first 10 minutes to research. So do check it out, either as a replay or the next one will be on Wednesday. Travis, what have we got next?
I got one from Vape Underground. It says, I'm following using the vidIQ and the tool. Even though I'm doing this, my view count and subs are not increasing any more than they were before. How else can I increase my traffic to my page that I already shared to other social media platforms? So this is a very good question. There's multi levels to this. I like to talk about vidIQ as a tool, because it is a tool, much the same as if you were to go into Home Depot and purchase a hammer. The way I like to explain this is we all know that you can use a hammer to build a house. However, if you go to Home Depot, buy a hammer, bring it home and put it on the kitchen table, a house will not be built. Knowing how to use that hammer correctly is really the key. And vidIQ is very much that kind of tool. And by the way, it doesn't happen overnight. It's one of the things that you have to continue to do time and time again. So I would say continue to use the best practices. What vidIQ does very well is it stacks the deck in your favor. So doing the same thing without vidIQ versus using vidIQ, I can tell you for sure, the possibility of you having great success is much higher. I will tell you that in a case study I did myself, the video with before I even came to work for vidIQ, this is something I actually did. I took vidIQ and I used only it to research a video. This is back when I had about 200 subscribers. And that video where I used only the vidIQ tool is still to this day my most viewed video. So it's just something to consider, that a tool is really what you can make out of it.
That hammer analogy, Travis, did that just come off a dome piece, or have you been thinking a lot about that in the past? It's perfect. I don't know how better you could have put.
I've been using it for a couple weeks now. I'm like that.
I agree with Travis in all of it he said, and the different way I put this analogy down is that you're the video creator, you're driving the car, you're going down the road. vidIQ will put the road signs down to get you there in a quicker fashion, but you have to use the tools on a regular basis. Your content has to have some value to it to begin with, but then vidIQ will start to give you answers such as, hey, you did particularly well on this video, double down, have you thought about using this keyword? And we have lots of playlists on how to use all of the tools, so do make sure to check them out. I think they're in the video description of this live stream. So yeah, we'd appreciate you using vidIQ, and it takes time. Your channel will not be built over a week, so do check that out. Travis, your camera has just gone off. I don't know if you're still there, but your camera has just gone away. The next question comes from Creativity Channel, and this one is about a video getting a manual claim. You got 38 seconds of content claimed in the video. In the video, you have reusable content, so it's in the public domain from Pixabay app as a free royalty place to get images. So you can, I guess, legitimately use this content on YouTube. You disputed the claim yesterday, and the question is, the crucial question is, should you go ahead and delete the video and take the 30 seconds of the content away they're claiming on, or just wait for their response and fight it? So my general advice would be I'm just going to go onto my main screen until Travis, are you still there? Just checking. Travis doesn't seem to be there, but so I'm going to come back onto me here as the main camera. I wouldn't, at this point, delete the video if you're in the middle of a dispute claim, because that's not going to help your channel. You're still going to have maybe that claim against you, even if the video is being ruined. It's always better to have the dispute resolved before you decide whether to delete the video. And I think you're probably going to lose this battle, because here's what YouTube wants from you. They don't want you to use other sources of content, whether or not you're legitimately allowed to use it, because that's not in what they call the spirit of YouTube. They want original video creators creating original content, and they want to reward those creators with monetization. So that's where I think you're probably not going to succeed with this claim, but I don't know all of the details, and I would generally recommend leaving that video up until you have a yes or no answer. I heard Travis come back online. Are you back there, Travis? Travis is still not with us. I had a beat there. But I will move on to the next question here until we can get Travis to rejoin here. Oh, Travis, you can hear me, yes?
Yes, I had a massive crash on my computer. It was terrible.
All right, you are back. Your camera's still not on, but if you're able to answer the next question, or do you need a few minutes to try and get this fixed?
I can answer the question and I'll get to the camera.
Go ahead.
Okay.
There he is. Travis is back. We got you.
Sam the Awesome Dude from New York says, my channel is a vlog and a Lego channel. I'm a new YouTuber. How should I organize my videos into playlists on my content? So vlogging and Lego are two way different things. So I would first question, how does that make sense in a viewer's eye? So in other words, if someone comes, lives your vlogs and thinks they're great, but is totally not interested in Lego, how does that make sense for them? And vice versa. Like, if someone comes for your Lego content, loves that, but doesn't really care about your vlogs, how does that make sense? And the biggest problem with that is it's hard to get momentum going when only half of your videos are appealing to half of your audience. I would highly recommend that if you're going to do something like this, to make the vlogs Lego oriented. So that maybe going to the Lego store, picking out new Legos and stuff like that, that makes more sense. And then your playlist can be things like going to buy the newest Lego, thinking about which Legos I want to get next. And then of course your Lego videos could either be like unboxings or constructions or whatever, but really think about the overall message being kind of under one umbrella. And I think in this particular case, it should be Lego oriented. Anything beyond that, I think you're just going to have a hard time keeping everyone interested in every single video you do.
I've just got one more thing to add to the question of playlists. When you think about a video that you're going to create, you should be asking, one of the questions you should ask is, what playlist is this going to fit in on my channel, an existing playlist, which means that it's already connected to your current content, which is good for your audience, or it's a video that's creating a brand new playlist of a series of videos. So no video should sort of fall outside any playlist as like an independent video unless there's a very specific reason for it. Folks, I forgot to mention, we do have sound effects here, and I'm going to play one of these now because I just want to say thank you for taking part in this live stream. If you are enjoying it and you're finding it very valuable, do make sure to give us a thumbs up. I usually do an awkward silence at this point, but I think something that's going to happen later on is going to influence the likes and dislikes, whether or not I say it now. But so yeah, thank you for watching the live stream, and I'll go on to the next question, which comes from Volatility Trading from Annapolis in Maryland. And the question is, I see that there are ranked tags. How can I see what topped ranked tags are? How do I rank tags? Get ranked? Just give me the 411 on ranked tags, please. There's a lot of questions there, and I'm going to give you a straight answer here and say tags do not matter as much as they used to. The value of them is diminishing greatly. YouTube tells us this, and I did a case study recently where I chucked some specific tags into videos and they did not appear on search and discovery. Now, that doesn't reveal the entire format of tags. It was quite a basic test, but it seems to support everything that's been said. So here's how you should look at this. You've got to reverse engineer your idea of tags. The title is most important. First of all, for keywords and searching, but also to tempt the viewer into your video. The description is going to be the second most important area for including keywords, and try and not stuff the description with as many keywords as possible, but try and make sentences that make sense but also include a lot of keywords. And then when you've got all of those keywords from the title and description, you can insert them into your tags as an extra 5-10 minute job at the end of your video content creation. So think about titles and descriptions at first. The words that appear in tags are just ranked based on where vidIQ is finding them on the YouTube search page, and it's the easiest way to collect keyword search phrases rather than trying to go through the description and the title, which makes it a little more difficult because they're like cut off individual keywords that we can look at individually. So yeah, tags, not as important. You can still use them, but think about the keyword research beforehand, titles and descriptions. Is that the 401 or the 799 or the 1241? I don't know. Travis, save me here with another question.
Silent Showdown from New York says, what, and this is kind of a lead in from what you just said. From New York, what matters more, keyword optimization or relative audience retention? Now, this is apples and oranges. They're really not related directly. Yeah. They're both completely important and critical to the longevity and discoverability of your videos. So let me explain for people who don't know what these two things are. Keyword optimization is what we use vidIQ for, which essentially helps you find the keywords that people are searching for and that hopefully will be related to other popular videos so that you can get more views and do all the cool things that you want to do on YouTube. Relative audience retention is, and so there's relative audience retention and absolute audience retention. This is where we get into the really nerd stuff. So the amount of time that someone watches your video is called retention. Absolute retention is if you have a 5-minute video and people watch it for 4 minutes, that's your absolute retention. Relative is relative to the rest of YouTube. How well is your 4-minute retention on a 5-minute video? Is it above average, average, or below average? So without getting into the weeds too much, because this really would get into the weeds, they're both incredibly important. Keyword optimization for search and discoverability, and relative audience retention for the promotion engine to go, okay, this video is doing well. It's keeping people watching longer. So let me promote it out more. So give good content with great keyword optimization, and you should be good to go.
Yeah, I guess one leads to the other. Keyword optimization will get people into your video, and then the audience retention is all about how good your content is. We can help with the first one, certainly, and we can tell you through the channel audit tool how well each video is doing in audience retention. Thank you for the question. Got one here from Ben B Gamer YT in Canada. How can I be really unique when recording Fortnite leaks? It's just delivering news, so I don't know. And I think that kind of there's a hint there as to why you might be struggling with this kind of content, because your question kind of lacks faith and enthusiasm and potential uniqueness in the way you're going to deliver this content. If you think that just delivering the news is going to get you anywhere on YouTube, then again, viewers can go to thousands, probably tens of thousands of sources about Fortnite. The first question we answered during this live stream is how do you make that unique? And it might be through a bit of comedy, or going into the minute depth of interest there on the topic. Or I know there's somebody in the tech sector who does this really well. You'll be aware of this person, Travis. Front Page Tech, John Prosser. He covers news, a lot of news in the tech, but he does it in a very slick, comedic way. He's always adding his own personal slant and humor into that, and that really has had a huge impact on his channel. I remember he was like hustling away for years and years and years without really being noticed, but then all of a sudden, bang, he just hit it, and now he's been really successful. So try and think of how you can uniquely deliver this news, and also try and be the absolute first person out on YouTube with that news. So if the news comes out, try and get on there within 15 minutes, an hour, however quickly you can, so you get to the top of the search rankings or higher up, and then you get some more exposure there. Travis, we'll take one more question, and then we're going to go for the 5-minute quick fire round.
Creeper Plays YT from Croatia says, do I really need to show my voice in order for me to get more views? Also, do you know any good free video editors? I think he means show your face. No, you actually don't. There are plenty of channels on YouTube that do incredibly well, that have millions of subscribers and are very well respected, where you just don't really see the person's face, but the content is good. So it's not about necessarily if you're showing your face. I think people expect that when they come to YouTube, but as long as the content's good, they don't need that. But you need to give value, like I said, and really think of it this way. And I said this a billion times at VidCon. People are coming, generally speaking, to YouTube for one of three reasons: to be entertained, educated, or inspired. Generally speaking, one of those three things. And if you can do one of those three things, you're going to do well. If you can do two of them, amazing. If you do three of them, you're like the unicorn. As long as you're doing really well, at least on one of them, you'll be fine. And for free video editors, there's a couple of really great ones. I used to use HitFilm quite a bit. That's free. And then I also use a little bit of DaVinci Resolve 16, which is free, which is like a full super class, amazing video editor. They have a free version that is, I mean, really, it's ridiculous. It's so intense. But yeah, those two would work really well, I think, for your video editing for YouTube.
Are those two pretty like professional grade editors, which might be a bit intimidating for free new? Is there like a less
so HitFilm for me, even though it has high-end things, was very easy to understand how to work.
Okay, good learning curve then on the tool.
Yeah, and the amount of tutorials on YouTube on how to use them, it's great. And that's how I got started. I remember going, I don't know, I don't want to pay for a video editor. So I did a bunch of research on YouTube and found that people were saying, hey, HitFilm works really well. And yeah, I used it for a long time. It's really great.
Boom, there you are. The HitFilm editor is free, and want to maybe test if you do not have the funds to purchase an editor. Right, what we're going to do is the quick fire round. This is 5 minutes of Travis and myself answering your questions as quickly as possible. So try and make them quick fire type of questions, and we're going to take off the chains here. You can ask pretty much anything you want. You may get the answer you desire or something a little comical. But in the live stream, this is where you ask it in a live stream chat. So hashtag question, ask your question. As soon as I see the first question, I will start the timer, and Travis and myself will do our best to answer the questions that you have for us. I'm just waiting for that first one that's come up in the live stream. Somebody asks us a question, or we're going to have 5 minutes of silence here, folks. This is your opportunity. You're the community. Okay, I've seen one, and I'll start with that one. And when the timer goes down, and Ben B Gaming YT asks, is doubling down good? Oh yes, that is very good. When you establish yourself on a particular keyword or a particular topic, you should make as many videos as you can on that topic, because YouTube is going to reward you far much than topic jumping. Travis.
All right. Question, tips for great thumbnails. I'm just going to say hang tight. Very soon on our webpage, we're going to have the incredible presentation by Jeremy, who did his at VidCon, with amazing information about thumbnails. Just hang tight. It'll be on vidIQ.com. You will see that there, and that will answer all the questions about thumbnails. Let's be honest.
Vape Underground asks, will more subs get me babes and honeys? categorically no. It's against terms of service to get babes and honeys from subscribers. Do check it out. It's way down in the list. What have we got next, Travis?
Question: change titles of old videos to meet current trends. It can work. I've seen this work multiple times. Some people just change, like if there's a 2018 video, they change it to 2019. That actually can work. But make sure that the content's relevant to whatever the trend is. As long as it is, it absolutely can work.
Bipolar Gamer DJ asks, can I have a copyright strike if I modify my music? I'm not sure if the question is, can I remove a copyright strike if I modify my music? The answer would be no. General response to this, when we ever get asked it, just do not use copyright music. Even if it is a second of it, YouTube may identify and you could get a strike against you. And sometimes you can even get like a claim or not necessarily a strike, but if you use a composition or something. So that's even humming a tune that is like that is a composition melody. So just be really careful. Just generally speaking, go out of your YouTube audio library and you should always be safe with that. Travis.
Question: what program did I use to make channel art? Canva.com is pretty good. You can, if you just Google the YouTube banner template, you can download that and get an idea of what the different sizes are. But yeah, I use Canva for all my thumbnails and stuff, so it's free, and you should use it because it's free.
Another question here from Vapor Underground. What is more important, subs or views? Quite clearly it is views, but beyond that, watch time as well. You can have 1 million subs, but if you're creating content and only 1,000 people are watching them, your subscribers are not really enjoying your content. And I think the sub game is a lot easier and more prone to hacking. Of course, YouTube is always trying to audit that. So definitely views, but think more about watch time from your content. What have we got next, Travis? We got 2 minutes
left.
Left.
Can I monetize my videos even if I don't have 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours? Yes and no. You cannot through AdSense, but you can always be creative and do things like Patreon and buymeacoffee.com and that sort of thing, asking for support from your from, of course, your viewers. And some people have even gotten little small sponsorship deals. Look locally. You'd be surprised how many small businesses in your area might need help trying to put together a video on YouTube because they don't know how to do that. They just know how to do their business. And by being a YouTuber, you know how to edit, produce, shoot, promote, like all the things. So there might be some value in that for a small business near where you live.
50 something original. Interesting question here. Does using the new trim feature save your video as a new video or are the views kept? So when you used to do this in the classic version, if you trimmed a video, it gave you the option to create a new video or just save it on the existing one. So I assume that's going to be the same option in a new editor. I must confess I haven't checked, but I would guess it will be the same option if you were going to do it in the new editor. Travis, do you know anything about that, or is it?
You mean in the YouTube editor? To my knowledge, it just overwrites the existing. I don't think there's 2 files. I think it's just the one.
I think there was the option once, but maybe I'm wrong about that. All right, well, let's take another question.
Yeah, collab with YouTubers. I don't know if that means should you or how do you, but I'll try to answer both. I've collabed with a lot of YouTubers, and it's been great. You should temper your expectations as far as like how many subscribers you can get from a larger creator. I've collabed with a couple of channels that have over 1 million subscribers. I didn't gain a whole bunch of subscribers from it, but I did have a lot of fun doing it. I think it's good to be a part of the community, and I think that doing it is something that if you have the opportunity to do it, you absolutely should do it. It's great. It's lots of fun, and sometimes you learn something.
N3C4, you've asked this question several times, so I'll try and answer it. Tips for football editing content. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, what type of football content are you editing? If you're just taking clips from broadcast television, you are probably going to get in the realms of copyright issues. And you're probably going to say, yeah, but other channels do that. Well, okay, maybe they've got permission from the broadcast users or YouTube hasn't seen them yet. Just be careful with that if that's what you intend to do. With that being said, probably with football content, you want to make sure that you're just picking up the most important bits of those clips. So don't try and, if it's like a goal, then you just want to get the 15 seconds of action, not the 30-second build-up, just the things that are really important. Like if you watch a compilation program on television, like it's the sporting action of the week, or TWIB, I think that This Week in Baseball, you will notice that they fit in like 50, 100 clips in a half an hour space, because they're just getting the best bits of everything and collating them together. And I was talked a little on there. Travis, do you have one more question that we can tackle?
Let's see. I did see one, but I was like, we're out of time. Fastest way to get watch time. Well, Easiest thing is to get a lot of views on a long video. So a lot of people ask, like, what's the best length of video? But really, the answer is a little bit complicated. It's more like make sure it's not too long and make sure it's not too short, which is essentially saying make sure it's entertaining. So as long as it's entertaining or educational the entire way through, and you're not just sitting there going, throughout the video, then you're probably going to be okay. Just make a lot of those as long as you can while making it relevant to the subject at hand.
Thank you for taking part in the 5 minutes quick fire round. We're going to go back to a couple of questions here from the form that you are filling out. Thank you very much for that. This one comes from Days Pearl TV in Nigeria. You've been on YouTube for over a year now. You put a lot of effort and time into your content, but you still do not have 200 subscribers. You use tags, nice thumbnails. What can I do to grow? So I guess at this point, if you've been working on this for a year and let's say you've done 50 videos and it's not working, you have to look at this point and say, okay, maybe it's time to do something not completely different, but it's like a new approach, whether that's forgetting all of the rules, tips and tricks and advice you've been given to you by people like us, and just starting something afresh, because it's clear for whatever reason that your audience is not connecting with your content. You might want to check your audience retention and see if that is high or low. If it's below maybe 30-20%, that could be a clear indicator as to why your channel is not growing. Look at the topics. You're saying you're putting in a lot of effort, but do you have like a particular niche topic? Look at your thumbnails. Are you doing is it very consistent? There's all sorts of things that you could be looking at here, but it's almost as if you need to step back 5 paces and take a look at your channel from the whole and say, okay, yeah, maybe actually I'm putting in a lot of work. I'm working hard, but I'm not working smartly. And so I need to invest a bit more time in the development of the channel rather than just pushing out content. Travis, have you got a question lined up for us here?
From Roblox Central, how does YouTube suggest videos based on what you watch? So, and this is from the viewer standpoint, but it's really important for creators to understand how this works. And you can actually test this yourself. It's super simple to do. Find a subject on YouTube somewhere on something you've never watched before. It could be about painting. It could be about fishing. It could be whatever. And then watch a video that's at least like 5 minutes long. Watch the whole thing. And then wait about 5 or 10 minutes. And your recommended is going to be all about fishing. And if you watch a second video about fishing, you can forget about it. You're going to learn how to fish today. It's just, YouTube knows a couple things. It knows that you, generally speaking, humans want to watch at least several videos about one subject. So if you watch a good percentage of a video about something, one particular subject, it will find other videos about that subject. Now, one thing that we just launched very recently here at vidIQ, if you look down, if you have the plugin installed, you'll see something called topics under videos now.
Yeah.
And we actually are getting that information from YouTube. And those are the topics that the videos are being categorized by the YouTube algorithm. This is not something you can set. This is something that YouTube does on every video to kind of put it in a place that it knows what type of content it is. And for people who like certain types of categories of content, it will give that person that type of content. It'll know the topic, the basic topic, and then everything below it. So all you have to do, like I said, is just do like we talk about Leron all the time, some chocolate cake videos. I guarantee you will have a tremendous amount of chocolate cake videos on your recommended. It doesn't take that many. And
I recommend do not watch a single second of Coldplay, because if you do, you will get nothing but recommendations for that for the next week, as we accidentally did on the vidIQ channel a couple of weeks ago. This question comes in from Happenstance Furniture and Sundries Artist Heaven. Whew, that's a long username. From Anoka, Minnesota, I think. I apologize if I pronounce your hometown name incorrectly. What do I need to make a live stream more searchable, both during the stream as well as after? I've noticed the stats are different and I've no clue how to read them. Lol, thanks in advance. I know. I'm glad you find your question hilarious. Here's an interesting thing. I was at VidCon actually, and one of the people was talking to me about live streams, and he said, we started to do more live streams because during the live stream, your search potential is way higher. And they've been targeting particular search terms where they can rank #1 for the duration of the live stream. And I found that really fascinating. And so, I mean, it's interesting. Like, if you just want to maybe cut out of this video live stream for a second and do a search for our title, which I think is how to get more subscribers or how to get more views, it'd be interesting to know if we rank near the top because we're currently live. The problem is once the video's finished, as with a lot of live streams, they tend to absolutely tank in terms of views and watch time and then sink down the ranking. So that can be difficult. I guess what you can do is you could repurpose that content, so take the best bits of your live stream and then turn it into a separate video and then target specific keywords and titles, which may help you there. And yeah, absolutely, the stats for live streams are completely different and seen as a different way. And generally speaking, this is not always the case. Live streams tend to be more about your existing community rather than trying to make a big impact on YouTube. The one anomaly to that is Sean Cannell, who manages to do both. He does live streams, which have huge search potential afterwards, and it's just through the quality of the live streams. They're almost like TED Talks for YouTube. Yeah. So do check him out regarding that. All right, another question, Travis.
Yeah, actually, I just real quick checked. You're right. We're ranking 4th right now.
Okay, there you go.
For how to get more views on YouTube. And interestingly, I did this on accident a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't realize the correlation until just now. For the longest time, my live streams on Saturday mornings, which I do, I just called them Saturday morning live streams because they were just for my subscribers. But I noticed, now if I think back, I actually changed the title of the live streams to incorporate more search terms just to test something out, and immediately saw an increase in views. I think I attributed it to something else, but it seems that might have something to do with it. Interesting.
So maybe I'm thinking, maybe the question for that person asked about Fortnite news, maybe it's worth live streaming that news, like in the first hour as it comes out, and then making another dedicated video with the best bits of that live stream, just to see if you can get more exposure for your content. What a interesting idea, yeah. Travis, let's take another question. Smart
Drive Test from Vernon, British Columbia asks,
Oh, I've been to Vernon. I'm in Vancouver, by the way. There's a big ski resort there. I went there a couple of years ago.
My channel growth has flattened after reaching 100,000 subs. First of all, congratulations on that.
Wow, yeah.
What are your suggestions for boosting numbers after this milestone? So here's the thing. I love the small creators that are in the chat that are going to think 100,000 subscribers. That's everything. You never have to worry about things again. No, it doesn't stop. The struggle never stops. What do you suggest? So I guess there's I think it's just like any other size. It doesn't really matter the channel size. You need to look at what's been working on your channel and continue on with that. The best way to kind of boost views especially is getting something out of the gate that does very well with your subscribers. So if you know what type of content your subscribers have really reacted to, and the best way to tell that is in your analytics. You can actually see the subscriber non-subscriber view ratio on certain videos. If you can find videos where a lot of subscribers really intensely liked it, make more of those types of videos, because when you post them, they will then go to the video, which then gives good signals to YouTube to say, hey, oh yeah, we should probably show this to more people because the subscribers are loving it. So it's very likely people who have those same interests will like them as well. So really just take a deep dive into the videos that have worked for you in the past, maybe come at a different angle with it. If you have something that's a year old, maybe update it. I don't know what kind Smart Drive Test, I'm assuming is a car channel, but regardless of what it is, just look at what has worked in the past and see if you can freshen it up and give it a new spin.
Folks, it's time to celebrate your milestones with the dollar trophy I have here. Woohoo! I'm going to kiss it. What you want to do, folks, in the live stream chat is include hashtag milestone and tell us what you've recently hit, whether it's a certain number of views, a certain number of subscribers. We want to take the time out here to celebrate your success. It doesn't matter if it's 10 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers as that channel has just seen. We just want to know where you are in the YouTube universe and celebrate that fact with you. With people such as our favorite username in the world, Generic Waffle, welcome into the house, celebrating 17,000 minutes of watch time. Wow, how many hours, days, all that? It's a lot. Congratulations to you. Wanted Gaming with a milestone of 1,500 views. DV Filmori Tutorials, you have 7,000 of something. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's 7,000 likes, subscribers, views, but congratulations to you. It's Reek Tech TV on 200 subscribers. Drawing for Beginners has just surpassed 150 subscribers. And N3C4 with a milestone of 100 subs and 2,500 views. Travis, who else is celebrating milestones today?
We got Magdalena with 150 subs, Leela with 200 subscribers.
Well,
we got 3,000 subs and averaging 200,000 minutes monthly is DG Does Gaming. Chaco Hake 40 views and failure. Congratulations on the failure. Backwards Land, milestone 160 minutes. Super User Tech Mod, 1.3 million views across the channel. Wonderful. Paul Peck Drywall Tube. I almost said dry tube. 60,000 subscribers from Paul Peck. Congratulations.
Well done, sir.
Really well done. And 194 subs, almost 200 for Matt Made. We appreciate you and thank you for your milestones today.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all of you. And I always say this to every single video creator when they're talking about views, numbers, and whatever. Every single video creator who's been on the platform has been in your position at some point, who's made it to 1 million subscribers or 1 billion views. The journey, the struggle, the successes, we celebrate them all. So just remember that as you continue your YouTube journey. All right, folks, what we're going to do here is take a little break. And in the meantime, I'm going to try and get his special guest into the studio. He's arguing a little bit. I'm not sure if he's going to make it, but fingers crossed he is. And when we come back, we're going to be taking some more of your questions, but you might not like the answers. We will be back in 2 minutes, because if you want to make money with YouTube, with vidIQ, you can do so through our affiliate program. Back in a sec. Hello, I'm Rob and welcome to vidIQ. You may have seen me on the vidIQ YouTube channel. I'm a video creator just like you, and we all understand the importance of diversifying our income so we're not solely reliant on YouTube AdSense, because it can disappear just like that. That's where vidIQ's affiliate program can play a role. We've helped you grow your channel, now let us help you earn an income. By sharing the power of vidIQ with your audience, you can earn passive income that tops up your bank account even when you sleep. And let's face it, who doesn't want to wake up to more cash? But we're not just about making money, we want to make you part of the vidIQ family. As more people sign up to vidIQ through your affiliate program, you will gain more free perks from us that include expert one-on-one consultation for your YouTube channel, a custom vidIQ URL, and free access to our top-tier vidIQ Boost package. And once you are part of the vidIQ family, we want you to share your wisdom. Imagine guest hosting on the vidIQ channel, which has over 300,000 subscribers, being interviewed for the vidIQ podcast, or writing a post on the vidIQ blog. We reach over 1 million people through vidIQ, and you could have access to that audience. And since we know you love vidIQ, you could help shape our future with early beta access to our brand new tools. On behalf of everybody here at vidIQ, thank you for joining the program, but more importantly, welcome to the family. And welcome back to the vidIQ Thursday live stream. Oh, and I just want to say thank you very much to the super chat here that we've got from Paul Peck, Wild Tube. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. We really appreciate it. Now, when we were at VidCon last week, we did a lot of channel audits and we were talking to a lot of people. And this one person came to our booth who had a lot to say about not only the YouTube universe, but things in general. And we thought he'd be a fantastic guest to have on the channel. So let me all welcome to you. Travis has just stepped out here, but let me welcome you to the vidIQ Q&A live stream. It is I'm So Savage. Welcome to the live stream. How are you today?
I'm so savage. I'm on a YouTube live stream, even though I'm an Instagram star. That's how savage I am, and I'm here to answer any questions you have.
That is right. That is right. I'm So Savage. He just started out on Instagram earlier this week, and he already has, I think, over 200 followers. And I think he's branching out into TikTok now. But I believe, Travis, I'm So Savage. You have a very strange way of posting on these social media platforms, because, like, you install the app, you post, and then you uninstall the app. And I was just wondering, like, what is your thought process as you create these weird and wonderful things on the platform?
I'm so savage that I barely heard anything you said because you're so boring when you start to talk. I just hear blah, blah, blah. That's all I hear. But I'm here to help these people make an amazing, incredible YouTube lifestyle, just like I have on Instagram with my at least 200,000 to 300,000 subscribers and followers I have over there. I haven't been counting in a while. I've been on there for 5 days. I just know that whatever it is, it's a lot of people.
Well, I'm glad that you value my opinion. I do have 365,000 subscribers, but Fair enough. We'll see if you can beat me in the future. All right, I'm going to go to some questions here, Savage, because I feel as if your input into these would be really useful. This one comes from, I'm sorry, the user has not included their channel name. They are from Virginia, and they say how to get recognized more with less subscribers. I wonder what your thoughts are on that.
This is very simple, because I'm so savage I get recognized all the time in the grocery store. I get recognized on the streets. I only have 200 followers on Instagram, yet I'm an international superstar. All you have to be is savage.
There you are, folks. Just be savage, apparently. Next question here comes from Lemmy RBLX from Romania. More tips to reach 1,000 really quickly. At the moment, they're on 280 subscribers, so we really value your opinion there. Oh, have we just lost Savage there? I think Savage may have just disappeared. We've accidentally cut him off there. I hope Savage is going to return to us there. I think we may have had another such a savage crash that it's actually brought him off of the live stream. Hopefully we'll have him back. He's so savage he left the live stream. So in the meantime, I'll just let's see if we can pick up some more questions. If we have him back on, we will certainly make sure that we talk to him a little bit more about what he's got here. So the question comes from, and then we'll take this question seriously. It's Fool with Money from the United States, and they ask, should I go for more ranked tags, tag volume, or both? And again, we're going to go back to this discussion of the tags are meaning less and less and less, and you want to be concentrating on the titles and the descriptions. So in terms of ranked tags, tag volume, you got to consider your channel size. If you're well, I think he's back, but I'll just answer this. You got to think of your channel size. If you are a big channel and you've got a lot of influence, then you might want to be considering going after those bigger tags. But if you're a smaller channel, you want to niche down a bit, go after those very specific keywords that you can target specifically. All right, I hope that question was answer was useful. Sorry, Travis, I think we cut you off by accident. I do apologize for that, but thank you very much for rejoining us here. Is everything okay there? Can you hear me? Savage, are you good there? Savage, I think we're having more technical difficulties here. We've actually muted you as well because of your inappropriate savageness, so I do hope you fix that soon. As always, in the meantime, as we have Savage on the line, do let us know when you got your audio fixed. Are you back now?
I'm throwing this thing into the trash. This is Travis's computer. It's a piece of garbage. I'm so savage, it's not mine, but I'm going to throw it away. I'm tired of all these drops. It's ridiculous. He's trying to ruin my career, and I'm not having it.
I have heard that, Savage, there is a rumor that you're so savage you go into people's houses and just take showers and leave.
I did it this morning. You didn't see me.
I did. Oh wow, I did not. I wonder what that strange noise was. Right, well, let's get back to the questions. Lemmy RBLX said more tips to reach 1,000 subscribers really quick. They currently only have 280. What are your thoughts on that one?
I always go out in the streets and yell at people in the face. It always works for me. I make them subscribe right there on the point. That's why I got 150 of my 200 followers on Instagram. I found people in the different places, and I told them to whip out their phone, and I made them subscribe right there on the point. Just do that. That seems to work for me.
Lord Santawis from Switzerland asks, is the channel description important for more views?
Aren't you the YouTube expert? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what a channel description. I don't know what any of this stuff is, Rob. I don't know what it is.
I'm asking. I thought you came onto the show because you wanted to add some valuable input from the savage side.
Savage, I don't use tags or descriptions or anything. I just put a video out and it's a viral sensation.
Okay then, sensitive topic there. Let's move on to the next question that we have from Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch from Fayette City, Pennsylvania, I think. Is there a value in adapting, changing titles, thumbnails from older content that might be applicable to a trend? In our case, Star Wars reviews as a primer for the new movie coming out in December. So it's like adjusting to trends.
I'm going to look at the Savage Dog. The Savage Dog, what do you think about that question? He's not impressed. He says, change the title to whatever you want. That Leron guy talks about chocolate cake all the time, so that must be trending. Change all your titles to chocolate cake and reap all the rewards.
So maybe as a title, Star Wars: The Chocolate Cake Rising might be a good approach for that particular question. Leah Atz from Minnesota: how do you niche down and be specific, but not so specific where you fall out of search?
How do you niche down and have people care? That's the question we all ask. I don't have an answer for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so savage, I don't need to have an answer for every single question.
The value here is off the scale, so if you are enjoying this part of the live stream, do make sure to give us a like or indeed a dislike here for the Savage Man. How can I increase my views, and any tips for my video quality? That comes from Novabo John Mewville.
I'm gonna guess your savage quality on your videos is terrible. So buy a new camera, buy some subs, buy some views, get kicked off of YouTube, and then come to Instagram where I'm savagely taking over the platform.
What would you recommend as a camera to use for YouTube or indeed Instagram?
I legitimately use other people's cameras. I haven't owned a camera since 1992.
Yeah.
I just take other people's cameras. I don't know. I don't know.
And do you give them back after you finish using them, or do you have like a collection of other people's cameras in your house?
I give them back to the pawn shop. Typically, is what happens, and they give me some money.
Oh, so this is a monetization opportunity. So what Savage is saying here is that you should take without owner's consent the cameras, use them, and then take them back to any available pawn shop in any available city. Thank you for that piece of advice there. We're really struggling here to give any of our viewers useful advice, but we'll carry on for a little bit longer. Leon Barb Tropper Carper asks, doing live streams that I believe have a different algorithm affect subsequent normal videos, reach and views, and brings down your channel view duration or holds back your channel? Live streams then, Travis, what do we think? Should we do them or not? I mean, we're on a live stream right now, and this, I think the viewers here are probably dropping like a stone right now. So yeah, how can we fix that?
I think the problem is some people don't understand. The value you give to people in a live stream is very important. For me, I give them savagery. For you, it might be cartoons. It could be anything. I don't really care what it is, as long as it's value, people like it. So give them a live stream every so often. I live stream never. That should tell you something.
A question here from Football 101. He says, you're so savage you don't have any answers. How do you respond to that?
That was very mean of you to say.
Next question here comes from Nonny. I've been trying to reach 1,000 for so long. What am I doing wrong?
Apparently your content isn't very good. As a matter of fact, I suggest we do one thing before we close this down. I have multiple dinners to go to, and I know it's only afternoon, but I have multiple to go to, which is why I start early. Who in the chat wants me to audit their channel and roast them? If they do, put a hashtag roast. We're going to pull it up. I'm going to look at it and tell you what you're doing wrong. I think just about everybody can get roasted right about now. Put roast in the chat.
Brave soul there. So yeah, what we're asking people here to do is like a hashtag roast, and maybe include your full channel URL, because if you don't give us a full channel URL, it's going to be impossible to find it here. So there's a lot of people who want a roast, but we're just waiting for somebody to give us a channel link that we can go to.
Well, they can't give a channel link unless they're a mod. I thought you knew this, Rob. I'm so savage I knew that information.
That is correct. I'm an absolute idiot there. All right, let's see if can I do this? Oh, I can actually. Right, I've got a channel for you here, Travis. So let me just send you that in the link. Bear with me, folks. We are live, so I'm going to send that link to Travis's messaging system. Hopefully you can pick that up and send it to you, Mr. Savage. And you've got it? Okay, so let's have a look at this channel. Now, I know that Travis is interested in wrestling quite a lot. And, folks, I just need to share this for all of you.
You need to show everybody how terrible this channel is.
Okay, just bear with me, folks, here. This is like off the cuff here. Okay, Mr. Savage. So here we are. We have a channel called Burn It Down. First of all, I'm going to say something positive. Congratulations on the 10,000 subscribers you're about to hit. But yeah, Savage, what do you think about this channel?
First of all, he's got the right idea. We should burn this channel down. I think it's a good idea to burn this channel as quickly as possible, because with all the fire, let me take a look at this a little bit closer. I see the Burn It Down channel trailer. And it says uploading, a gaming channel currently uploading every other day at 10 a.m. with the eye emoji. First of all, I'm not awake at 10 a.m., so I don't care that you're uploading every other day. Let me see your popular uploads. Extreme Rules, Undertaker, the Roman Reigns, the Miz, the Shane McMahon, the Drew. The title is so long, I fell asleep halfway through it. I'm tired. The Extreme Rules are not extreme enough. Your Extreme Rules should be 3 words maximum for your title. Roasted. Let me find someone else. Who else wants to get roasted?
So what you're saying there is that don't post videos before 10 o'clock because Savage won't be awake, and have titles of less than 20 characters because he'll fall asleep trying to read that
I just woke
title.
up again. What were you talking about? I fell asleep watching the videos. I need to bring me another one. I need to roast one more.
There you go. So thank you for burning it down there. I do hope you found those tips and tricks useful. If somebody else wants to suggest videos, their channel to audit, do let us know. I've got one here. This is from Paul Dwyer. Right, let me just go to that channel. This is one of the moderators here, so this person is really taking a risk. Travis, can you see my channel? Sorry, Travis isn't in the house. I keep calling this person the wrong name. Savage. Yeah, so what do you think of this channel? Just looking here if I share my screen.
Paul Peck, and I was looking for some muscles, but I don't see any. I see the drywall, but I don't see the pecs.
So you think this is maybe a bit clickbaity against terms of service?
I'll tell you right now, I'm disappointed. The guy is flabbier than the under part of my arms. It's terrible. Now we look at the skim ugly coat walls. The wall is definitely ugly. That is for sure. And perfect drywall patch. I got to tell you, halfway through that, I fell asleep again. I'm having a hard time staying awake with some of these.
Well, I would imagine, Savage, watching a channel that does have a little bit of paint drying in it might send you to sleep.
Paint drying. I can't do it. I can't watch it. This is so terrible, Paul Peck. How you have 57,000 people watching this, I don't know.
That's a little harsh. I thought, Savage, I thought there was like room for everybody on YouTube. It doesn't matter what type of channel you are.
Everybody but Paul Peck. Who else do we have? We got one more. We got time for one more. Paul Peck.
Okay, Paul. I'm sorry if you no longer want to moderate with us. I do apologize for Savage. We are never going to have this person on the channel ever again. All right, we're going to look at. I've got another one here. Savage, this is Wandering Veteran here.
He should wander off YouTube. Is what I think he should do. I thank him for his service, though. I thank him for his service. What are you doing? That's a great question. I see the video. It says, what am I doing?
This one here, this 2-hour live stream, it looks like here.
I don't know what you're doing, and I doubt you do either. And looking at Hey again, he left the chair. That's exactly what I would have done 2 seconds into the video. And let me see, there's let's discuss. Let's not discuss. Let's not do that. And let's meet Mariotti outdoors. Why don't you stay outdoors because this is terrible. I like the steak, though. I would eat some steak.
Okay, so if you want to do a steak channel, then Savage may give you some positive, helpful advice on that particular channel. Savage, do you have time for one more roast, or do we need to?
One more. I'll do one more. Then
All right, let me find one more. We've got another one here. It's Cold Studio. I'm gonna load this one up here. They have 5,000 subscribers. Gaming channel already well established. This is what we love to see, Travis. When gaming channels break out, we've got to have some good stuff to say about this channel, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we do. I'm sure you'll say something good about it after I'm done. Cold Zero. You cold and you zero. I don't understand. What is that supposed to mean? What am I getting out of this? I see a bunch of Goku and some Shin Ryuken, and I don't know what the heck I'm looking at.
Well, these are all animes. I mean, there's a huge audience for this on YouTube.
Listen, there's a huge audience at the library where I steal my internet from, but I ain't going down there except for to get my internet turned back on.
What about this thumbnail? We've got some Thug Life classes on. You are an aficionado.
Copyright strike. I'm copyright striking you right now. It's getting copyright struck. All
right, Cold Zero, I think you better change this thumbnail as soon as possible because, wow, you could be in serious trouble there. You know what, Savage, I think we're going to stop. I think we're going to stop roasting channels here because we are bringing the vidIQ channel into disrepute with all of your advice. I guess the one last question I would ask is if just 1 or 2 people have enjoyed what you've got to say here, like where can we find you on the internet? And please don't say in somebody else's house or down at the library. Like where can we find you as a user, as a profile on social media?
That would be I'm So Savage 2019 on Instagram and TikTok. I'm doing videos every day. And yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Savage. I will canvass the audience and see if they do return. I actually looking at the live stream count. We've actually increased numbers while you've been on. I'm
so savage. I bring in people on the platform I'm not even on.
Thank you. Get off the stream and bring Travis please back in, because you are gone, sir. Folks, that was the Thursday Q&A here at vidIQ. We do apologise for those last 20 minutes. Travis, I'm sorry you had to leave for a few minutes to bring that guy. But
I don't know what that do. Listen, he's in my house, but I got to get him out.
You really do need to get rid of that squatter, because he cannot be good for your street cred. Folks, if you do want to see Savage in the future, let us know in the comments of this live stream. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more vidIQ educational stuff. If you are saying goodbye, we are going to give you a shout out to the following people that include Ben B Gamer YT, and he wants to see more Savage. Bouncy Sky 152 says no. Drawing for beginners with some huge thumbs up. Burn it down. No more Travis. So Travis, you are not going to be on the live streams anymore, apparently. Wondering Veteran there with a thumbs up. I do apologise if Savage really went to town in your channel, and we do thank you for your service, of course. Their VC for Productions saying goodbye. Gaming Time, goodbye. Who else are we saying goodbye to there, Travis, in the live stream?
Paul Peck Drywall, Super User Tech Mods, Toxic Monkey, Magdalena, Leela, Generic Waffle, iApple Hacker, and I already said Taco, CMR Custom.
And I may regret this, but Savage, have you got anyone to say goodbye to here in the live stream? Savage, are you there? Oh, he's gone. He's gone back down to the library to steal internet. Okay, fair enough. 362 is we're saying goodbye to you. My Pro Fortnite. Paul Peck is also here. Paul, I think you have tremendous pecs, just so you know. Yeah, I mean, and if anybody hears the last 2 minutes of this live stream, that is going to sound really, really weird. Dawn Okoro and the Gamer 2018. Everybody, thank you for spending your valuable time with us. It is the most important currency in the world, and we hope that we've given you some value back, at least in the first 45 minutes of this live stream. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share this live stream with people who may find it useful. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your video making day, and we will see you all next week. Bye for now.